Hi Panthers! We are taking a look at section 9.4, which is the area of triangles and trapezoids. We just previously looked at the area of quadrilaterals, specifically parallelograms, and today we're going to focus on triangles and trapezoids. By the time this lesson is over, you should be able to find the area of triangles and trapezoids. First thing I'd like to draw your attention to is that we have two formulas that we're going to follow. We have the formula to find the area of a triangle and the formula to find the area of a trapezoid. I would like you to add to your notes right now what these variables represent. A obviously stands for area. The B, which you're familiar with from the parallelograms, represents the base of your shape. And H represents the height. Okay, and then down here for trapezoid, again, H represents your height. And then we have a B1 and a B2. These are the two different bases on your shape. Recall that the bases are parallel. This is a key fact in trying to figure out what your bases are. So base 1 is one of your bases, and base 2 would be the other parallel base. And I'll show you what that means. Before we get to there, let me draw your attention back to a triangle. I want to talk to you a little bit about why this formula ends up being half of the base times the height. Well, Panthers, is just very simple in the fact that if I were to double this triangle, I would end up getting some sort of parallelogram. And we know to find the parallelogram, we do base times height. So what I want you to understand is that a triangle is half of a parallelogram. Triangle is 1/2 a parallelogram, and that's where that half comes into play. A triangle is half of a parallelogram. Okay. For the trapezoid, it gets a little bit more interesting in the fact that when I'm looking at a trapezoid, we have a couple things going on here. We have half of the height multiplied by base 1 and base 2. Now, basically what I would like you to think about here is if I were to take two of these parallelograms, okay, if I were to flip one on its edge and draw it like this, do you see that two trapezoids would give us the same thing as a parallelogram? And so when we look at this double shape, if I stop thinking about this half right now, I would take base 1 plus base 2, which will give me this big long super base, and I would multiply it by the height, and that would show us that formula we used for a parallelogram. But because I'm not looking at two trapezoids, we have to take half of this value. Okay, so if you just recall that two trapezoids, just like two triangles, create a parallelogram, two trapezoids also create a parallelogram. And that's where these formulas come from. So going forward, we really need to spend some time memorizing these formulas. Hopefully you have a good understanding about where these come from, which will help only increase your chances of memorizing the formulas. So we're going to use these formulas going forward to answer some questions about area of triangles and trapezoids. Take a look at letter A. Because we're finding the area of a triangle, I'm going to ask you to, first of all, write your formula, 1/2 times the base times the height. And Panthers, all you have to do is fill in what you know. 1/2 is a constant, so that doesn't change. Our base is 12. And the height is always from your base to the opposite point for a triangle is 9. Now a couple things you can do here. You have some associative property rules that we could do. Since this is all multiplication, 1/2 of 12 is 6. And 6 times 9 is 54. Look at your units. We are dealing with feet, and we are also solving for area. Remember, area is a two-dimensional measurement because I'm doing feet times feet, so we have to square our units. And the area of this triangle is 54 square feet. Let's take a look at B. One more time, copy your formula to find the area of a triangle and fill in everything we know. 1/2 is a constant. Our base here is 9, and our height is 11. Okay, so we could do 1/2 of 99, which is 49.5. Go up and look at our units. We're dealing with square centimeters this time. Square centimeters, this is the area of this triangle. Let's try some trapezoids. Now remember, 2 trapezoids makes up 1 parallelogram. Our formula again is 1/2 of the height multiplied by base 1 plus base 2. We're going to go ahead and fill in everything that we know. The height of our trapezoid is the distance between the 2 parallel bases, which is 6. Base 1 is 9, and the other parallel base is 5. Okay, Panthers, let's use some associative property here. 1/2 of 6 is 3. Follow your order of operations. In parentheses, I have 9 plus 5, which is 14. 3 times 14 is 42. We look at our units. Because we're dealing with area and we have inches times inches, this is going to be square inches. And you have your answer. Take a look at letter B. Our trapezoid is a little bit sideways, but that's okay. We're going to copy our formula down. 1/2 times the height multiplied by the sum of the bases. Let's fill in what we know. Our height again is always the distance between the 2 parallel bases. In this case, our height is 7. Our base 1 is the length of the 2 bases. So base 1 we have 16, and base 2 we have 12. So let's do some elimination here. 1/2 of 7 is 3.5, and 16 times 12 is 28. Grab your calculators. 3.5 times 28 is going to give us a grand total of 98. Take a look at our units. So it's square centimeters because area is a two-dimensional measurement. Okay, Panthers, let's move on to examples 3 and 4. Example 3 says the state of Wisconsin is shaped somewhat like a trapezoid. What is the approximate area of the state? So we're going to pull out our trapezoid formula. 1/2 of the height multiplied by the sum of the 2 bases. Our height is always the distance between the 2 parallel bases, so we have approximately 300 miles. This is going to be multiplied by the sum of the 2 parallel bases, 220 and 153. So grab your calculators. 1/2 of 300 is 150, And 220 plus 153 is 373. 150 times 373 gives us 55,950 square miles. 55,950 square miles. Okay, moving on to example 4. What is the height of a triangle with a base of 30 meters and an area of 240 square meters? Now, a couple things I want to point out to you, Panthers. A base is a one-dimensional measurement. That's why we have no exponent on our units. Whereas we're talking about area, we always square our units. So all we need to do here is realize we're talking about a triangle. So let's write our formula. Area equals half of the base times the height. And let's fill in everything we know. Well, this time we know the area is 240. 1/2 is a constant. We know the base is 30. What we don't know is the height. So let's simplify this a little bit. Half of 30 is 15. Okay, and we end up with a one-step equation. If I draw the, ooh, that didn't work. Grab the wrong thing, I'm sorry. Let's go back to this. This was 240 equals 15 times h. We're going to divide both sides by 15. And our variable h ends up being 16. Go back and look at our units. I want you to think right now, Panthers, would this be 16 meters or 16 square meters? I hope you are saying 16 meters. The height is a one-dimensional measurement, whereas area is a two-dimensional measurement, so we do not have an exponent attached to our units. And there you go, Panthers. Hopefully everything went well. We have the two formulas for a triangle and a trapezoid. Keeping in mind, a triangle is half of a parallelogram, so that's where the half times the base times height comes in. A trapezoid, if I drew two trapezoids next to each other, they would end up being a parallelogram, and that's where you get half of the height multiplied by the two bases. Okay. Have a good evening.